Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's episode 300. Yeah. Give me one quick second. I just need to type this little welcome. All right. 300 episodes. Amazing. Utterly amazing. When I think of all the things that we have been through, all the stuff, all of the hitting the walls and falling down and getting back up and saying, what was that? And did anybody get the license plate on that truck? And yet we have done it. We have been here twice a week. Unstoppable. It's incredible. When I began it, I said, the one thing I'm going to make sure I do is I'm going to be here for these come what may. So there have been a couple of issues. We have had to reschedule a couple of times. And it really bugged me when I had to do that. However, and so today, what I thought would be incredible would be if we could look at a couple of amazing things. The first is how much we do manage to keep doing. How often we do manage to get up after we hit that thing that we didn't see. The way my dog used to run into the I had a coffee table with a plexiglass top on it. And I had this not the brightest dog, and from a puppy. And when he was a puppy, he could run in from the back door through the living room to the kitchen. And he was smaller than the table, lower than the table. And then one day he wasn't. Bong! And the thing is, he fell down, stood up, and he still couldn't see it. Because it's like there's nothing, and there's nothing there. And he just kind of walked away and then forgot. And a little while later, bong. And so I moved it. I put something in front of it so he could see it until he got over it. We have those things. We have our oh yeah, I keep forgetting there's baggage there. We do that. That's one of the ways that we allow ourselves to get in the way. But this other thing that I'm talking about, why it is that we keep facing the wrong way. And it puzzles me. It puzzles me when I do it. It puzzles me when other people do it, because you say to yourself, that's the wrong way. This is the right way. What are you doing? And I was planning to talk about this in a way that makes sense. And here's what I think. I think it's two things. Okay, it's two things. And there are, what did I do? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's two things, and there's 3 ways to look at each of A or B. Okay, so A is the reason that we keep facing the wrong way is that we have unfinished business. We feel that it's unfinished. We feel that maybe if we could just tweak it a little bit, or if we could just get a second shot at whatever it is. And so we're constantly, it's bugging us. And the analogy that I have for that is editing. You can, this happened the other day, I couldn't believe it. So this is my author's proof, not for sale, right? You publish the book, and then you get an author's proof copy, and you go through it to find things that you may have missed. It's kind of like when you mow the lawn and you put the lawnmower away, and then you come out of the storage shed and all the dandelion heads that you missed pop back up and go, hi. And you go in and get scissors and just cut them off. So I gave a copy of the book to somebody the other day who wanted to read it. And I was reading the first little bit because I hadn't looked at the book in a while, and I really quite like it. And all of a sudden I saw a typo, and I thought, and I get a call. Did you know that there's a yes? Shut up. Am I going to redo it? No. Maybe, not right now. So that tendency that we have, that kind of loose toothishness, it's not quite done. It's not quite finished. The cookie dough isn't quite done. The meat is not quite, it's not done. And we want to go back. And we want to go back and we want to fix it. And the fact is that when we go back and fix it, we're no longer facing this way. You can't be in two separate places at the same time. You can't, this whole multitasking thing that I talk about, multitasking is doing many things badly. You can't be over here and over here at the same time. So I think that's one of the things. We have this feeling it's not done. Maybe if I just spend another minute, okay? So, well, good morning. Good morning, Freddie. Good morning, Kelly. How wonderful. So I think the first thing, as I said, is unfinished business. It's not quite, right? Okay, there's going to be a hack for that. I want to talk about the second thing. And the second thing is unclear vision. And that's forward. That's now. That's today. And the reason we face the wrong way, the reason we kind of disorient ourselves or we get busy ourselves so we're not doing it, is because we're not really sure what we're doing. So I was just talking with Gary, and we're working on this project, and I create a schematic for the discussion to say what is missing. And I spend hours putting that together. We talk, somebody else talks, I'm talking to Dewey, I'm talking to the team. I take all the information away, I write it all down, and I think about what the plan is, and so on. I have my 1, 2, 3, right? And I look at every single thing we talked about, 1, 2, 3. And that usually tells me 1, 2, 3, that tells me. And then I end up with this, and this is going to be our next discussion. What do I have here? Is this accurate? Does this touch every box? Does it tick off every task we need? And does it also reflect every outcome that we're looking for? Also, are we trying to do too much? Is this overly complicated for now? Can we dial it back? Can we drill it down? That's why these things are so important. If we don't have a clear vision, if we just say, oh, I'm so excited, let's go, we end up facing the wrong way. We end up facing something else that popped up because we didn't plan. We didn't do a strategy for it. So if it's because we feel unfinished or we feel unclear, we can't figure out where to focus. We don't know what the right way is. We don't know if forward is the right way. Maybe it's up, maybe it's down, maybe it's back. We don't know if we aren't clear with what we have behind us and we aren't clear with our intention now. So this is what I want to talk about today, because this is episode 300. It is a major turning point. The first 100 was a major turning point. The second 100 was a major turning point. 300 right now, the way we are standing on the brink. I've got the website situation clearing up. I've got the concept down in the States coming into focus. I've got events appearing out of the ether that are going to help us do both things. It's coming into focus. It's coming into clarity. So for that to work, we need to understand why it fails, right? So here we go. The first question that sounds crazy to ask, it's a stop though. It's a stop and it's a pay attention. Whatever it is we're doing, we have an idea, we've jotted it down, we've talked to people, we're really excited, we're buying stuff. The question is, what is it for? Not who is it for? What is it for? If I create this, what is it for? Well, obviously it's a pen, Abby. Yeah, but what kind of pen? Here's another one. Here's another one. That's another one, right? And here's another one. See, technically they're all pens. What is it for? How are they different? What is it for? Seems obvious till you write it down. What is it for in one clear sentence? Second question, why does it matter? What does this accomplish? Why does it matter? Why do we need it? If we know what it's for, okay, we know what it's for. Why does it matter? We need to know that to explain it to other people. The reason we want this is because. And the reason we want it now is because it matters. Why does it matter? I'll tell you. Glad you asked. And the third one is, how will it help? How will this assist me? How will I become more productive? What will this do? I'm at an event. Somebody comes to me and says, can I have your autograph? If it's a pink piece of paper, I'm not using this. If it's a black piece of paper, I'm not using this. Do I have a gold one? I better. If I'm just writing on the inside, can I use this? Do I need to make notes to myself? Am I taking down somebody's phone number? How does it help? How does it make my life easier? How does it serve my big picture purpose? What is it for? Why does it matter? How does it help? Next level down. Me. What is it for that affects me? What is it for that affects you? Not the same. Why does it matter to me? Why does it matter to you? Not the same. How does it help me? How does it help you? Not the same thing. These are all, since, we've talked about the Whiffam song, and I've said there's also the Whiffam tea. The Whiffam song is what's in it for me. The Whiffam tea is what's in it for me today or tomorrow. These questions are the drilling down, are the, wow, 300, I have to watch it later. Oh, Vern, okay, how wonderful. I'm glad you stopped by. Thank you. So when we're not sure, and when we've realized that we're stalling, we're dragging our foot, we spend a whole day, and at the end of the day, I think, what did I accomplish? Where am I? Who am I? What happened? How do I justify what I did? Not that anybody else is asking, but how am I moving? How am I moving this? How am I changing things? So I have friends, really, really great friends, people who are just awesome. And some of us are Facebook friends and we've never really spent time together physically. And some of us are longtime personal friends that we reconnect now on social media. And sometimes I reach out and I say, why on earth is it taking us so long to just stop what we're doing and go and have lunch? Why is it taking us so long to just stop what we're doing and have dinner or go for a walk or get on the phone? What on earth are we doing? And the answer is, I have no idea. Let's do it today. I'll get in the car and I'll meet you at the corner of Walk and Wait. Perfect. Sometimes that reset is a button that we need to push. It's a Pivotry moment. What am I doing? Am I just doing this because that's what I did? Am I continuing because that's what I did? Same old, same old. Why am I facing the wrong way? Well, people like us always face the wrong way. Sucks to be them. I don't have to face the wrong way. So part of this whole conversation that I've been having that is becoming more refined, and I think at number 300, I can actually talk about it. Here it is. My creative sales connecting, communicating partner, brand new. We both were running around a mountain, came on the other side and said, oh, and then we realized that's the missing piece in what I'm doing. That's the missing piece in what I'm doing. Everyone needs to feel connected. Everyone has attachment issues. Everyone deserves to know, actually know, that they matter. Everyone deserves an opportunity to say, this is my crew. This is my tribe. People like we do things like this. Everyone deserves that. Many, many of us have been overwhelmed by life. Some of us more than others. Every single one of us has hit a wall and fallen down. And we felt there's nobody there. With tea, clear, crisp taste that asks, what's in it for me? Oh, Freddie Moore. Whiffum tea, clear, crisp taste that asks what's in it for me. I love that. I love that. Brilliant. When we look for a way to feel connected, to feel that it matters, that we are there. When, as Dewey said on the phone yesterday, we all need something to look forward to. And he said, when he was a kid, whatever else was going on, he knew there was something to look forward to. At a certain time, on a certain day, he could sit down and watch his favorite show. At a certain time, at a certain day, it was going to be a special treat. And all the other things that were good, bad, indifferent, ugly, they could all kind of not disappear, but they could fade. They could blur out into the background because the thing he was looking forward to was here, now, in the moment. And he wasn't looking back at anything, and he wasn't looking forward at anything. He was in the moment. And he said, when we were talking, he said, we have no idea how many people are out there who don't really have that. They don't really have someone. I'm not talking a relationship so much like a partner or a spouse or a best friend or a colleague. They don't have someone that they know is there for them. And it's a lonely existence. And there are some people who have had all kinds of reasons growing up that there's uncertainty and anxiety and insecurity and exhaustion. And they've kind of given up reaching out because it didn't work and they don't know how. And they've been rejected so many times. They haven't, their timing has been off. And so they've given up. They've said, you know what? Not that bad. I'll just stick with where I am. And he said, what we're doing, this the Unforgettables. It's a new superhero group, the Unforgettables. And what we are doing is we are giving people absolute proof that they are unforgettable in our eyes, that they belong, that there is an attachment, an engagement, a connection, an interaction, a collaboration. And there are different categories of this. The things you want, the reason you want them, how they work, why they work for you, all of these questions. There are the different categories that you don't have to decide, well, I'm not really into that, but it'll be a way to connect. No. There's a section that's perfect for you. We have nonstop, insanely, for only 2 weeks, we have nonstop thought our way through this. Nonstop. And the team that I've gathered around me, I've never had a team. I've had mercenaries, hitmen going in on specific projects, but I've never had a team. That we've been working on. And now we are very close. We're going to be doing a rollout of a beta test to see what we need to keep fixing and tweaking and how close we are. And that's coming very soon. And the whole point is that this is part of Pivotry in Motion. This is part of, are you ready? This is the portal. This is the doorway. Through this doorway is your readiness reward. Just through this doorway. Not complicated. All we need to do is make it clear, exciting, and accessible. Simple, simple, simple. So that you still believe. You are still ready to believe in something. And Dewey's connections down in the States, he feels that there are enough connections that people can believe in him. And with you and the Care Bears and Mom, we think I have the connections that people will believe in me. Just to say, what if? And the what if moment is the Pivotry moment. And if we have all the ducks lined up, it's going to change everything. And it's not going to take long. We're going to have the beta test in, what's the day? 3 weeks. We're going to lean into and lead up to the beta test in the next 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, we will know this is working. So exciting. Because this is when you're going to build a house, the first thing you have to do is find a space and then prepare a foundation. This is the foundation that we are now preparing for everything. The plan was to have this ready earlier, and then life has a way of saying, hang on a minute, I think I got something. And it was very interesting in our conversation last night. Dewey was saying that he made a decision to do something different in his career 2 years ago. And I said, when? And he told me. And I said, isn't that interesting? Because my life changed at the same time. And the past 2 years have been a ramping up and an amping up and a shifting in direction and a focusing on the clear goal in mind. So what he's been doing and what I've been doing, and we didn't realize it until we started talking 2 weeks ago, that we were on a parallel path that is now all of a sudden coming to a connection point. We are all there right now. We are all there. And we now have this opportunity to say, okay, let's do this. So why do we keep facing the same way? I think it's because we don't know what we want. We know what we don't want. That doesn't mean we automatically know what we do want. We know what we don't want. It's all the things that have hurt us and exhausted us and confused us and upset us. That's not helpful because it doesn't automatically tell us what we do want. But these questions, is it unfinished business? Is that why we're facing the wrong way? Are we not happy with what we've done? And are we trying to control an outcome that exists in the past? Because that doesn't work, right? I was talking with Gary, and he said I had some issues. I still struggle with them. I said, how long ago were the issues? He said, well, it's a while. I said, why are you still struggling with them? Well, because and I said, what? Control? You're going to litigate a thing that happened in 1492? Are you listening to you? And he said, yeah, I know. Okay. So then the reason he's still doing that is because his forward action wasn't clear. If he doesn't know where he's going, he might as well do that. At least he keeps busy. And I'm smiling at him, and I said, I'm familiar with this. You know what it's called? It's called a special kind of stupid. And he said, I know. I said, the reason I know this is because I do it. It's because I do it. So let's make a pact. I'll watch you, you watch me, make sure we don't do it. If it happened in the past, we can't fix the past. We can't relitigate the, well, I should have and he could have and no. Okay, maybe. So what? So what? It's a stalling tactic. Why are we stalling? Because I don't really know what it is I want to do, and at least, right? So either we have unfinished business that we just can't let go of, or we have an unclear vision. We know we want to be, but we're not sure of anything else. The three questions we ask, just to review: what is it for? What is it for me? What is it for you? Why does it matter? Why does it matter for me? Why does it matter for you? Third question: how will it help? How will it change the game? Seriously, do we need one more candle on the cake? Is that essential? Why are you running out to the store? That's a lot of candles already. If it's not going to help, then you're stalling. As soon as you quit stalling, the vision begins to clear. So that is the blueprint today on episode 300. Why do we keep facing the wrong way? And when we do our next video, next week, on the 29th of October, 2024, it's episode 301. It's a whole new chapter. It's a whole new beginning. It's a whole new layer, level, size, shape, chapter of, oh my God, awesome. So between now and next Tuesday, as I always say to you, be good to you, you deserve it. Hug your loved ones, they deserve it too. I also want to add, see if from today you can find a reason to let go of. Thanks, heart-shaped line in the sand, love you from afar. Let go of what is not serving you. Today, make the decision, one time per day, I don't care when, choose you. When you choose you, I get your best you. Choosing you is a gift to me. Think about that. If you choose you, what is it for? Why does it matter? Who does it serve? How does it help? What is it for? Growth, change, excitement, possibility. Why does it matter? Because we deserve growth, change, excitement, possibility. How does it help? How can we flower if we don't take the time to water? All right. Chris, you're late, but you made it today. Hi, sweetie. All right. Have you hit your target of 500? No, I haven't, Freddie. That, however, is on the list. And I have a feeling that's going to happen fairly soon now that we have this target. And it's your birthday, 3 weeks? How exciting. Okay, that's it, gang. I'm going to cut out earlier than I normally do. I'm trying to pare this down. Dewey is my inspiration. If he can do something in 60 seconds, I shouldn't have to require 60 minutes. Just saying. Okay? As I said, be good to you. Please be good to you. Take the time. Have a me day. Have a happy me day. Cost you nothing. Hug your loved ones. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this one. Oh my gosh. 300.